So first up in the Project Soapway Beard Balm Challenge is a sudser that has won a number of these challenges, and it makes sense because she's amazing. And she's not so typical in her soap and cosmetic making journey, really. And I will tell you more about our new winner of this week's Project Soapway Challenge in just a minute. But before I do, hello, I am Mrs. Soap and Clay. Let's make stuff. How's it going, sudsers? Welcome back to the channel. You are at Soap and Clay, where we make all the soapy things. And you are here for week 28 of year 3. And yeah, Project Soapway Challenge number 10. And the only reason I know that it's challenge number 10 is because one of the winners this week has it in their, beginning thing. So I'm very excited about that because thank you for making me not have to look things up, really. But that's not today's winner. Today's winner is one of my favorite people kind of on the planet, and it's really cool actually reviewing her footage and doing all the things because it's like as she's talking while doing the making, like she's talking to an old friend. And that's cool because, she's talking to me. That means I'm her friend. And that's fun. I love that. The winner is Not So Typical, Miss A, as we know her in the Discord, and just an all-around badass as we know her like in the worlds, because she's been super busy with Not So Typical lately. She's been doing all kinds of things. She's getting new wholesale accounts. She's getting special orders. She's just rocking and rolling and, doing all of that while having kids and dogs and one of those real job things and, a husband and really cool cars that make really cool sounds that Mr. Soap and Clay loves. All of it. And so it's very awesome that she's won another one. I think this might be the third, if not the fourth, win for Not So Typical. I don't know exactly. I know that every single one of the people that have won this week, it's a multiple for them, I just don't know the exact numbers. Because every time I start to go look at the exact numbers, I remember that I need to get my merch up, and it makes me really stressy because I know that I need to do that. And Mr. Webman really likes to complicate things by asking me questions, and so then I just get anxiety and I stop doing it entirely. But Miss A does not give me anxiety, and her beautiful beard balm recipe is definitely not anxiety inducing, and it's really cool because she has a lot of really fun ingredients within all of this, including rocket oil. I think that's what it's called. And I've never actually heard of that. So because of this, because of the recipe that she submitted, I had to go do research on the, ingredients that she put in because I'd never worked with them. And I thought that it was really fun. So we get to talk about the fun stuff that she put into her recipe. That was the reason that she won, because this was you submit the recipe for the winning, challenge thing. And all of the things within her video while we watch her make some epic beard balm. So let's get to the video and we can watch her do all of that there. Here's the recipe, and since these videos are always super duper short when we're talking about like a beard balm or whatever, I want to just focus on 3 of the ingredients in this recipe that I super duper love and think are very, very unique and important contributions to a beard balm recipe, namely the rocket seed, the squalane, and the kukui nut. Now, Miss A, Not So Typical, is an absolute just legend when it comes to, actually formulating her soaps and her cosmetics for a number of reasons. One of her big reasons is that she cannot use anything coconut at all. She is a coconut-free soap maker. And I think that that is great, but it does come with a lot of, downsides, unfortunately, because it's a lot harder to source ingredients that do not have coconut oil in them. Now, Kukui nut, also known as candle nut, is out of Hawaii, and the biggest reason that it's going to be used in a thing like this with the beard balm is going to be it is a great conditioning agent. It definitely helps out with dry hair, with damaged hair. It helps make the hair shinier. It has lots and lots of vitamins in it. I think A, for sure A, C and E, so that's an extra bonus. You don't have to put any extra vitamin E in it. And yeah, it's going to be a really cool inclusion within all of this, and something that is, not just for label appeal, because it's very cool and has a lot of benefits, as I just said, but is sort of new. It's new-ish to the cosmetics market as far as we know them, mainstream. So I love that. Now, for the squalane is a very cool product to include as well. The squalane is not to be confused with squalene, which is a lipid that is produced naturally by us. It also comes from different plants, namely like olives, among others. And it's, very cool as far as, helping your skin regenerate and all of the jazz. But squalene itself, in its natural form, it's a lot like, pure vitamin C. You cannot really use it in cosmetics because, it goes rancid and oxidizes and does all kinds of crazy things really, really easily. And so for that, squalane was created. The use of squalane is going to be found within, actual moisturizing products for the skin. But, beard and skin, they're right there. They're hand in hand. And so we should be paying attention to the skin underneath the beard just as much as we are paying attention to the beard and the hair follicles themselves. But squalane does have a benefit to the hair in that it does help with moisture and, retaining the moisture and also breakage. So that's a very cool product to include in all of this too. These are both products that I am familiar with and have, played around with a few times over the course of, cosmetics and lotion making, because these would be two things that you would definitely want to be putting into a cosmetic and not a soap, just because the bigger impact is going to be within a leave-on product for sure. But the one that I saw on her recipe, which had me really, really intrigued, and I think ultimately the reason why she ended up winning based on this recipe, is the rocket seed oil. Now that is one that I have never heard of, and quite frankly, I was a little bit shooketh because I say all the time that I don't really, I don't know all of the oils or whatever, but usually it's hard to stump me at the same time. So it was very interesting. Like, whoa, rocket seed, what is that? So I got to do research and I got to learn stuff. And so the learning of stuff came with this rocket seed. And I guess it's also known as watercress. So it might be an oil that is pressed from watercress, which is very interesting for sure. It does come out of Egypt, and it is, I'm going to actually get you some information from getnaturalessentialoils.com from all of this, because again, I am just looking this up, have never worked with it before, but it does say that it's good for cosmetic use because of the amount of fatty acids and the antioxidants within it. And it looks like it is going to help with strengthening the hair and can be great for dandruff as well. So it sounds like it's really good for a lot of skin problems underneath, which again, coupled with the kukui and with the squalane, this is great. Miss A has definitely thought about not just the beard, right? Not just the hair follicles, but also the skin beneath, because a healthy beard comes from the healthy skin. So I love all of this. Onto the pour of this, and as we saw in the last clip, she was holding it at about 130 degrees, which I love. She'd mixed everything up. She put in her arrowroot and all of her dry ingredients, made sure that everything was really well mixed in before she went ahead and let it heat for a little bit, and now she is pouring it out into some very giant containers there. Those have got to be like 3.5, 4 ounces. That's a lot of beard balm. I'm here for it. Now, with something like this, she did, of course, mention that she properly, cleaned these containers and everything's ready to go. And she is the kind of person who actually does the whole recipe and gets it to the point where, it's done and has tested it before she decides, yeah, this is the thing that I want to submit for Project Soapway. And once she decides that, she then goes ahead and she records the next round of it. And so lucky for us, I guess lucky for her, because she just basically got to do this all in one take, which is excellent. She didn't have multiple videos that she had to contend with, but we get to see it right away regardless of the actual testing. We get to see it right away. But she's smart is the point. She's very, very efficient with her filming schedule. And again, I am in love with this recipe, like just in totality. I would love to try this, to make this, and to see what Mr. Soap and Clay likes about it. But I really think that those are really excellent, additions with the three that we've just talked about. So let's go check out this test. Okay, so very interested in seeing the texture on this, and it looks pretty firm there, right? That looks like it's almost a wax consistency for sure, like you would use for the sculpting of the whatever. And I think that that's a great idea for a beard balm in general. It does need to have some holding power because that's really more for the established beards. But as you can see, it's coming out pretty nicely. That's almost like a Carmex consistency, and that works out really well. So it doesn't really need any sort of digging. Mine was definitely much more firm. And so, yeah, this is definitely just another way to use the thing. And it shows that, different consistencies and, thickness of the thing totally works as well. And she was saying in all of this that she loved it. It felt great on her hands, all the things. And that, her testers have also really enjoyed this product too. I enjoy it. I think that this was all just a very, very smart cosmetic formulation. So 10 out of 10. Well done. Not so typical. It is Miss A's beard balm recipe, and yeah, it's really amazing. I love the inclusion of so many of these ingredients for sure, and like I said, I really like that I got to learn new stuff. And it's just, further example that there are lots and lots of ways to approach really kind of anything that we make, and this is definitely one of them. I do like that she also used the buckthorn for sure, because I think it's just been determined throughout all the tests that buckthorn extract is going to be superior for a beard balm recipe, so I like that she did that. And also the inclusion of the coffee extract was super fun too, kind of like yesterday with the aforementioned, caffeine boost or whatever from the coffee butter that had a caffeine infusion with my recipe. All the things, it's like we were kind of clicking on the same wavelength, but then she made it even more cool with ingredients that I'd never heard of before. So that was awesome. Miss A, you are amazing. Not so typical. You are amazing. And you guys should all go follow her. Obviously, go give her all of the love and the support and all the things. And I know that the Sudsers will do that because she just gave you a recipe and she didn't have to do that thing. So go support her. She's on the YouTubes. Go subscribe. Go watch some of her videos. Go comment on some of her videos. Help out with the algorithm. She's a very supportive Sudser, and I know that she would super appreciate all of our support as well. So go do that. Speaking of support and me knowing that she won't mind, I have been saying that I need to open up packages from all of you for a very long time, and I never have wanted to do them within the Project Soapway things. But then also when I've been doing the sort of tutorials or just kind of deep dives or whatever, I haven't felt like we should do it there. And then it kind of hit me that this is really the perfect place to do it, to open up some packages. And so I'm going to do that today because, like I said, the boxes are getting really tall and I haven't opened up any of them. And I want to, So we're going to do that today with not so typical, but with Adventures in Soap. You have who has been another Project Soapway winner. So we're going to do that, and it's going to be a good time. And you're just going to have to bear with me and all of the things. And yes, you just saw inside my drawers. But yeah, Adventures in Soap, we know them. They're awesome. And I have an awesome box. And I'm going to be able to open it. Probably. I don't know. Let's see. I love opening soap packages so freaking much because immediately, as soon as you just lift the flap, you have this beautiful aroma that's, wafting from it. And so that is super cute. I love that. That is a very, very smart, clever way to do the packaging. First thing, you're going to make your customer smile. I love that. Holy crap, there's a lot of soap in here. Oh my god. So, that is a tightly packed box. I ordered this in April, you guys. Adventures in Soap, I'm super sorry. Like I said, I haven't felt comfy. I wanted to unbox around the... It's a thing. It's a moment. I also have a card. But yes, I ordered this back in April, back when she won a Project Soapway challenge. And I have a card for myself. And it says stuff, and I'm not going to read it all because some of it's for me, and I get to keep it. You know what I mean? Okay, so the rest of the letter is just really, it's for me, / an experiment that we get to do with 2 of her soaps. So I'm super excited. She let me know about a post that she saw that has her concern, and she wants my opinion. And so as soon as I'm done here, I'm going to zoom into the lab, and we're going to do some testing because that's going to be fun. But Rissa, thank you. Again, I'm sorry. It's been so long, but I'm very excited to see the soaps. So let's check it out. We have a lavender, sage, and rosemary, which is one that I ordered. I don't know at this point. But the packaging itself, it's very, very cute. I love that for sure. Has everything that you absolutely need on the front, for sure. And then all of your ingredients on the back. Very well done. Love that. I like using the tissue paper too, which is very, very smart, for sure. Oh, it's so beautiful. Lavender, sage, and rosemary. I guarantee she got this from Sierra Candles, or if she didn't, she got it from some whatever. Sierra Candles has a lavender, sage, and rosemary that is all of the things in this world. And it's one of my favorite scents ever, and this did not disappoint. And the bar itself is absolutely stunning. Bayberry Blue is one that I ordered. So here's another way to do the packaging, right? But there's another way to do the packaging. Put all of the information on the front of it, on the front label. It's much, it's smart. It's easy, Oh, it's so beautiful. Oh, that scent is lovely too. Oh my God, I love everything about this. It is so pretty, and I love the stamp here. Isn't that the cutest stamp? Where's the stamp? Isn't that just the cutest? Oh my God, I love this for sure. Again, this is not adventure. This is not so typical, but Aubrey would not mind because she is an incredible human. Okay, for the rest of these, I'm going to leave them because I always say that I'm going to do this, and eventually I'm going to do like just proper shorts and stuff on it, but I really am going to do just proper shorts and stuff on them. Well done, Adventures in Soap. You are amazing. And a special thank you to Miss A, and really just all of the Sudsers in general who are going to be okay with sharing the spotlight with another fellow Sudser on their video, because that is what the Sudser community is all about, and why we do the Project Soapway, lifting each other up, encouraging each other in their soapy endeavors. And these two are people, pretend this is Miss A and this is Rissa, you get it. These two are people that do a whole lot of the encouraging and all of the things. So thank you. Sudsers, again, go give Miss A, go give Not So Typical all of the love on all of the socials. They've been posted throughout the video. They're posted in the description below. You know the drill. Go share and support, because we love her and we love that she's a part of the Sudser community. I love that she's my friend, and thank you all for everything. That's it for today, but we will be back tomorrow for another beard balm recipe, which is super, super fun. A lot of cool ingredients in this one, and from one of my perfectionist Sudsers that went ahead and did this Project Soapway challenge 4 times before she was finally satisfied with the end result to submit. So I'm very much looking forward to telling you about that. But I am out of here, because I want to try some of these soaps, and I want to go do the test with the other ones that she sent through. So thank you again for joining me. I will see you guys all again tomorrow for another round of Project Soapway. Soapy fun. Bye. Bayberry Blue. I'm going to go... The Bayberry Blue goes on top of King George because, the tea in the harbor, which could also be called a bay, and it gave him the blues. Going with that. And lavender, sage, and rosemary is going to go on top of Hamilton because Hamilton's wearing green. And the black raspberry and vanilla, obviously the pink and like the purple and the pink on the coat, that works, but also just because black raspberry and vanilla is just one of the greatest scents ever. And Thomas Jefferson in Hamilton is like one of the greatest things ever. So there's that. Figured it all out.